Hi, and welcome back to the Knocked Up Fit Chick. This is what, episode 5, I think? I'll claim on brain on that one. So, this time we are going to do a workout. So, I'm Megan, the previously Knocked Up Fit Chick and now Fit Mom. And this is Lyra. She was the one that was in my belly. So, we are going to do a workout. And this one is going to be for the postpartum moms. Probably not like super duper soon postpartum, but probably you could start doing this around like 6-ish weeks, depending on what your doctor says, how you're doing down in this area where the baby grew and came out and all that fun stuff. Gestures. So we're going to do a quick circuit workout, and what's fun is that this is something that I'll be showing some modifications so you can make it harder, you can make it easier. Obviously I'm making it a little bit more challenging by wearing my baby for some of the exercises, so that'll be adding a little bit more extra body weight. And I'm using the Boba wrap, which is awesome. I used it pretty much from day 4 of her life. I still use it sometimes. She's about 6.5 months old. I still use it sometimes. I've been using the Ergo more now that she's older and a bit heavier, but this is kind of good in a pinch. So for things like this is really awesome. Love this wrap. It's a local Boulder company. Check them out. They make great things. So we're going to start. We're going to do some circuits. This one is going to target your booty and your tummy. So I'm going to explain some things, and then I'm going to make some modifications too if you need them. And again, to listen to your body, you can go along with me. You can use some of these exercises kind of as a starting point and do your own rep ranges, however long you want to do them, all that. And let's just get started. So let's put on some music because music always makes everything better. And so first thing we're going to do, so we're going to start with more booty-oriented things. So you can either start with just lunges. So we're going to do lunges. Obviously, if you're pretty close to just having had your baby and you're not fully healed down in that spot, lunges aren't the best of ideas. You can skip this, do some of the other ones, or just wait a few more weeks till you're healed because we don't want to aggravate anything. But if you are all healed, let's start with the lunges. And you can either do just the lunges, or else you can even add a little bit more targeting of your glutes with the kickbacks. So I will show you what we're going to do. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to stick with doing one foot initially and then switching feet as opposed to constantly switching feet. But you can, if you have the room and the space to do it walking, then you can definitely alternate your legs and just do them walking. That's what I typically do at the gym, but I'm in my little studio at home, so I don't have the luxurious space required for that. So I'm just going to do a few legs at a time. So what you're going to do is as you lunge, so you lunge forward, make sure that your knee does not go past your ankle, and then the kick back is just you kick it back. So let's do this for 8 more reps to make it a total of 10. And yes, I'm totally watching my form as I film. Since I don't really have mirrors, this recording really helps. And it's also kind of nice too, because I'll be honest, since having her, my balance has been really off. So it's really kind of nice to do some things that really make me think about the balance. And I totally have lost count. I'm just going to call that 10. So I'm going to do 10 on the other leg to balance it out. Again, not driving that knee down, but having that knee pointing down. And then the other one does not go past your forward foot. Both toes are pointing forward. So, down, kick back. Down, kick back. 3, 4, 5, 6. What I really like with the kickbacks is that I really feel it in the upper part of my glutes. So that really kind of helps your booty kind of have that really nice little pop, you know? Because let's be honest, we all kind of want the booty to have that little pop to bring it up. So if you're working this, that will help kind of pull it up, which is really awesome. So there we go for that. And like I said, you can make this a circuit where you do all the exercises and then it is a little bit of workout where you do all the exercises as a circuit, just like doing them down and then repeating them like 3 or 4 times, or you can do them like 3 sets of the lunges, 3 sets of the squats, that's what's next, and continuing on with that. So yes, continuing on with some of the booty stuff, we're going to do squats with baby weight. So one thing to think of when you're doing squats that I really like to think of, and this will help with the about pelvic floor stuff. When you come down, you're kind of stretching out that area. Again, if you're not fully healed down there, stay away from this just because it's, self-explanatory. So when you do your squats, remember it's like you're sitting in a chair, but you don't want to be, it's tricky because you don't want to be too far forward, you don't want to be too far back. It's sort of awkward. It's more like front squats, I guess, because you have the baby weight front loading. Hi, miss. Hi, miss. And one thing to think of when you squat down, try to actually, what I've been doing and experimenting with some of my yoga is that I've been inhaling on the squat down, because then when I inhale, then I also focus on relaxing the pelvic floor, and then as I come up, I exhale and I contract. Because you want to actually have your pelvic floor be nice and supple, which means, yes, doing your Kegels, but Kegels are not the only thing that'll help. Because if you do only Kegels, then your pelvic floor is actually going to be really tight, and that can actually just be really hard both for childbirth and then other things going on from there. So you want it to just be supple. You want it to be strong, but you want it to also be flexible. So that's why come down, inhale, or come down as you inhale and relax that pelvic floor, and then come on up and exhale and kind of bring it up. All right, so next one we're gonna do, and this one I'm actually gonna take her out. I'm gonna take her out, I'm gonna take her out of the wrap, because this wrap is a little bit toasty. So I'm gonna lay her on the floor. It's good to have some toys around. I have a really neat rattle for her. But yeah, when we're working out with babies, we know that they're like ADD to the infinity quadrzillion power, which is actually, that's babies. So I'll just put her down. And they can even be right beside us. If yours isn't quite moving around yet, you can just lay them on your back, give them some kisses. We are going to be doing some donkey kicks. So again, you can either do them without weight, you can just do something that you squeeze in your legs, or you can even, there are these little balls that I love, they're like this big, and they have sand in them, so they add a little bit of weight, and you have to hold them so you have that contraction. So it's a really nice challenge, but again, do what you have and what you're ready for. So you can always move up. Since I don't have those balls, what I'm going to do, oh, that sounds kind of iffy. Since I don't have the apparatus that I was describing, I'm going to use this really awesome little stuffed lion. She was a gift from the wonderful Friday girls, so thank you, ladies. So what I'm going to do, so with the glute bridge, it's kind of like if you're familiar with cat-cow and yoga. It's like you're setting up for cat-cow. Hi, my sweets. And you get into that tabletop position. And what you do, so make sure that you're pretty solid because you're going to be bringing this leg up. And so as I said, you can do it without the ball or without anything. Just be kind of doing this and really focusing on using, like, try to not use your hamstrings as much, but really trying to use those glutes to bring it back. And then what'll help is, if you have something that you can sort of squeeze in there. It feels sort of bad squeezing the line around his neck, but what are you going to do? So let's do this for, let's do 15. So that was 5 right there. 15. All right, now I'm going to change sides. Because yes, it's also all about balance. You do want to keep things balanced. So again, 15 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it is okay if the apparati slip out of your legs. It's totally fine. So next, with the final bit of the booty set, we're going to be doing glute bridges. So I'm going to lay on my tummy, lay on my back, and I'm going to put my little Lyra on my hips. Hopefully she'll stay there. There, my sweets. Is this so fun? And you can put dumbbells, putting the dumbbells like right on your hip bones. You can do it without weights. And I'll show you another modification without her on my waist that you can also do to add a little bit of a challenge. So this, again, you're going to really focus on contracting your glutes. You're going to lay on your back. Hi, can you lay on my hips? Or you want to stand on them? Okay. Let's do this while standing. So if you are without child on your body, you can have your arms by the sides. What you're going to do is sort of tuck your legs in. I might scoot back a little bit so you can see that a little bit more. And it's, you're making the bridges. And see how I'm using my glutes? So I'm using my glutes to raise my pelvis up. And you can also see, or you can feel, I'm not putting strain on my neck and shoulders. And you can also hold the contraction a little bit. And you want to try to raise your hips as high as you can. Contract those glutes. And there's a lovely train. We live by a train station, so that's always fun. And again, you can do like 15 reps of these. And then as an added challenge,